We're here with Vassar College, a 3-1 winner in the opening round over Nichols. Joining us, head coach Richard Gary, Vaughn Ramsey, and Gavin Akoto. Coach, just start off with an opening statement about tonight's match.
First, just congratulations to Nichols on a great season and absolutely outstanding play today. Every single player on their team stepped up, and guys came off the bench and scored and stabilized passing, and guys came in and did the job and made some incredible plays. It was down to the wire all the way. I sweated through my clothes, so I've already had to change. So I'm just really impressed with their team and well-coached group.
Vaughn, big night for you offensively. 12 kills, 1 error, 20 attempts. It looked like there was a little bit of mismatch hunting based on where you were lined up and where some of the Nichols blockers were lined up. Was that messaging before the match? Was that in-match adjustments? How did we arrive to that offensive strategy tonight?
I think there was definitely a little bit of talk about that, but I think that at the end of the day, it was really not clear how the matchups were going to play out, and so it was just kind of feeling it out in the game and seeing what was working.
And Gavin, 9-0-18 for you. Really good day on the offensive side of the ball. It looked like there was an emphasis on transition runs for the middles. Was that something that was pre-scouted or something that we picked up as the match went along?
I think a lot of times with the middles and the setters, we're kind of feeling out what the blockers are doing. And I think definitely for this game, it felt like threes and transitions were the way to go. They were doing a really good job on one balls in transition. So we're finding success with 3 balls, so we kept running them. And yeah.
And Coach, I'm going to ask you about the valley of the match. Set 2, you guys were up 18-11. I think there was a timeout in that space, and then there was a 41-31 run from Nichols across the end of that second set and into the third set. So what do you think were some of the pivot points as you guys lost control of the match a little bit in that medium?
I would actually argue they were first time ever in NCAAs, and probably that was when their game started to hit the groove that we knew it had. They showed it all year long that they were a fighter team, a scrappy team. They made a few really outstanding plays within there, but I think the key was 23's serving run and just how effectively he kind of put us on our heels. And then in those situations, I think the challenge of NYU on Sunday kind of caught up to us a little. We played so well and then dropped off. The guys started to run into their own demons a bit, and we needed to exercise those. So I think by the third set, we started to exercise those. We got pretty lucky to sneak out that second set, and we started to find some groove again. But that was, I think, all on them. They made some brilliant adjustments. The block adjust with 23, how they used Jack all the way through it was super impressive, and there was just some really, really outstanding change-ups. Number 10 coming off the bench for them, stabilized passing in a really positive way, and everybody on their team stepped up when they needed.
Vaughn, what was some of the messaging before set 4? Coach talked about exercising those demons, and you didn't want to fall into that same trap from NYU. So what helped you guys turn the tide as you regained control of the match to the finish?
I'm just calming down. I felt like we've been passing pretty well the whole night and just not quite able to terminate when we needed to, and just kind of relaxing into a groove and being willing to rip the ball again really helped us out.
And Gavin, I've got an ultra-specific question from you, and I made sure I shouted out in the broadcast.
Okay.
It was match point. They tried to run the big stack over the top. You didn't get held by the middle. You didn't make a move. You were patient. You sat. You waited, and you got the crucial block touch on that Bic. Was that something that was talked about in the timeout? Was it something from pregame scout, or were you just making a read in the moment?
Well, one, Jack, he was playing insane, so definitely that was the focus as the game was going on. Like, we got to stop this guy in the Bic. But AJ, our setter, kept saying time and time again, protect Colin, protect Colin. I got to protect my fellow middle. So I dove left. I'm like, if he goes right, he goes right. Went left, got a good touch, and finished it off in transition. So it was definitely a great play, and it definitely was talked about in between points.
All right, Coach, let's look ahead. You got the winner of Lancaster Bible and Wentworth tomorrow for a trip to beautiful Dubuque, Iowa on the line. Both conference champions. What are some things that you're going to look for as you head back out to catch some of this match in a few moments?
You know, we got a little catch up to do tonight because we did not look forward. We looked to this Nichols game and did everything we could to be ready for them. So we obviously know Wentworth is playing incredibly well and at home. I thought the home crowd tonight for Nichols was outstanding. My ears are ringing a little bit. It was really, really good audience there. So I think it's going to be even louder tomorrow if it's Wentworth. And we faced Lancaster Bible earlier in the season, and they're one of those teams that can always compete. Jade gets them ready and has them going. So I think it's going to just expect a fight. It's two very different teams, so we got to have kind of two plans ready as we go to watch them now.
Well, congratulations on a fantastic win, and I look forward to seeing all of you compete tomorrow.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.